Hello?
Yes, we're live now. All
Yes,
right.
so how
All
we're playing
right.
music.
It's a Friday night hangout. Welcome, welcome.
Yes,
Thank God it's Friday.
it's
Welcome,
Friday. Yeah,
Ifecho.
TGIM.
Yay. Let's celebrate. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank God it's Friday night. As you join in, I want to
Yeah,
see your thank God it's Friday. TGIF. You know how we roll here. All right. Come join in the laughter. Welcome, Theodora. Welcome, Ifacho. All right. Thank God it's Friday. Every dark cloud has a silver lining. Woo!
I need to hear
Keep
the
your
music well.
situation with permission. Hey. Don't you? All right. Yes,
Friday
yes,
has a
yes.
spirit.
That's the
There's
spirit.
a spirit for Friday.
All
Yes.
right. Hey.
Yeah.
It's a Friday night hangout. Let's dance for joy. My sister Irene is dancing. Woo! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Woo! All right. Oh, yes. We keep learning and relearning.
Yes, so
Hey, Tacho is dancing. Yes. All right. Yes, yes. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to another episode of Friday Night Hangout. And I'm your host, I'm Joy Onyesoh. And I welcome you to a beautiful time where we learn, we learn how to recreate our stories, and we just share in the laughter. One of the amazing things we do here is we have fun while we're learning. And I'm so excited that we have a power woman in the house today, and I'll be introducing her shortly. But before I do that, I just want to appreciate you for always turning up every Friday. You've been so consistent. Thank you all for ensuring that we have a very interactive time, a very lovely and fun time. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're just joining in, I want to see your TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Welcome,
yeah.
Ifat. Welcome, Shola. Welcome, Vanessa. Welcome, Success. Welcome, Mary. Welcome, Adachuku. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Friday Night Hangout. I'm actually so excited because this is our 16th episode, meaning
Oh,
16 weeks of airing this. So, wow, 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 this is great. Yes, we've been doing this consistently for 16 weeks. And so I deeply appreciate you all. And so for this month of September, we're going to be discussing relationships. Yes, you heard me right. Relationships. And we're building on what we discussed in August. In August, we talked about entrepreneurship. And you know, in every entrepreneurial journey, you'll be having a lot of relationships, different forms of relationships. And so for this month of September, we're going to be looking at different kinds of relationships that impacts on your personal brand and as well as your business brand. And so to help us move that conversation along today is my sister, Irene Ugbah. You're welcome, welcome,
thank
welcome.
you. Thank you.
So much. So if you're just tuning in, this is Friday Night Hangout and we're discussing relationships. We're going to keep the conversation very interactive. And like we'd always do, if you have questions, just put it out in the chat and then I would read out your questions for her and we'll try and answer as many questions as possible. And yes, we still do have our giveaways. Yes, yes, yes. We have our giveaways for today. Interesting giveaways. How many of you attended my book launch yesterday? If you did, I just want you to clap for yourself because you're going to get something beautiful today. I have special gift for those of you that attended the book launch yesterday. It's my small way of saying thank you for turning up and also for turning up again today. So I have special gifts for those that attended the book launch yesterday. And I have special gift for everyone who is here today. We'll try and make sure you get something. Either it's information you're getting, or you're getting the data, free data subscription, or you're getting an opportunity to have a free monthly issue of our Power Woman magazine. So you go away with something today. So welcome once again. Welcome Olivia, welcome Vivian, and welcome Vanessa to another episode of Friday Night Hangout. And so before we go in, we want to take the first giveaway for tonight. So we're going to take 5 numbers right away. We want to give
Hope
free
I'm
data
loud. I'm a viewer as well. I'm just kidding, though. Just
Yeah.
kidding.
So we want to give free data to 5 persons. Yes, so I want you to type in your number and then relationship. Your number and relationship. Please follow the instruction. Your number and the relationship. We take the first 5 persons to put in their numbers. Follow the instruction, not just your number. I want to see your number and then you write relationship. No one has gotten it yet. Your number and then relationship. That's what I want to see. Number, relation. I'm only seeing numbers. I want to see your number and then relationship. Welcome, Ella. Welcome, Rosemary. Yes, we have the first winner, and that's success. The second winner is Shola. The third winner
Whoa.
is Ifacho. The fourth winner
Whoa.
is Adachuku. The fifth winner
Whoa.
is Vanessa. Congratulations.
Whoa.
So we
So
already
fast.
have 5 winners, and they get a free data subscription of, guess what? 1,000 naira. Hey, hey, hey,
Whoa.
congratulations. So they each get a free data subscription of 1,000 naira. So, yes, yes, yes. Now, I want you to settle in, get your writing materials out because we're going to have a very explosive conversation. And so today, my sister, friend, colleague, Irene will be talking about business relationship. And I will allow her to do justice to herself, to give us a very brief introduction about herself. And then we go into talking about what really is a business relationship. And then we'll look at employer-employee kind of relationship. We'll look at the relationship you have with your colleagues at the workplace. How does this affect you as a business brand? How does it contribute to the growth of the organization? And how does it even impact you as a person working in that organization? Or as an individual running an organization, how does it impact your personal growth as well? And so much more. So the floor is yours, Irene. Let's hear you
Okay.
yourself and take us through the
So
conversation.
I'm so excited to be here. I've been here as a viewer. You know, at least I've watched most of the episode. I was at the inaugural episode and so many other episodes. I wanted to be part of those who will win the data, but of course, I'm on this side today. But I have won data before. I have won data and airtime before. Well done, Dr. Joy, for the work you're doing. You're doing a great job. You inspire me a lot. I keep telling you, and I say it publicly as well, that you inspire me a lot. You know, and most of the things I do, I learn, I walk them through you too, you know, because we don't all have we don't have monopoly of knowledge. We keep learning every day. And like you said earlier in the show, people are to relearn, unlearn, you know, and that is actually Alvin Toffler said the 21st century illiterate wouldn't be those who can't read or write. It will be those who cannot relearn, unlearn, you know, because there are some people who are so set in their ways that they are not ready to relearn or unlearn, you know, and the world is so dynamic. You must be relearning and unlearning. Some of the things we learn today will become obsolete tomorrow. So we must learn a new way of doing things. And like this relationship you brought up, business relationships. Some 15 years back, the way relationship was done in business isn't the way we're doing it now. With technology and so on, it's totally different, you know. So, and then what does it mean? It means that we must learn, relearn, and so on. My name is Irene Ugbah. I'm the Executive Director of Crestville Academy here in Abuja, a nursery and primary school. I'm also the founder of Crestville Development Foundation, a gender-based NGO, and we have bias for the girl child, and of course, women empowerment as well. Aside of that, I'm also a writer, I'm an author. I've authored 3 books. I'm doing a 4th one now. And I'm a speaker, inspirational speaker. I speak to inspire, especially women, you know, to live their best life, to just stand up and do something. In your doing something, you will find out that you keep improving. But if you don't take the first step, you'll be there for a long time. So this evening, I'll be talking about relationship based on business. But I'll start by saying that, you know, whatever be the kind of relationship, you know, the core principles are the same, whether it's personal relationship, business relationship, intimate relationship, the core principles, and I'm going to be listing out the principles so that we understand those principles. You know, okay, let me define this because we are teachers. Let me define business relationship first. Is that relationship? You know, I'm a teacher. Yes, bring your pen and your book. You know, business relationship is a relationship where, you know, you're that outside, you know, your family. Your family could also do business relationship with you, but again, the basis of business relationship is to transact business. Not that it's solely transactional, but it's a more formal relationship as compared to personal relationship or intimate relationship. And so, because it's a more formal relationship, it's more structured. The way I will relate to my business partner is different from the way I relate to my son or to my daughter. You know, and the way I relate to my my staff in the school is different from the way I relate to my sister, you know, because they are completely different relationships. And that is why sometimes they tell people in business, don't employ your family, because sometimes you don't know how to draw the line between the personal relationship, you know, and the business relationship when you have employed your family. There's no right or wrong answer about employing your family. Let me just put that out here. There's no right or wrong answer. It depends on what structure you have put in place. And it depends on the understanding your family has. If your family feel you take your business seriously, they will take you seriously. But if they feel that you're not taking it seriously, they don't take it seriously as well. Because if you have laid rules and procedures, I have had cousins who have worked for me and it didn't end, sir, because the time, of course, you receive your job description and everything. So whether you're living in my house and then you're a staff in the school, they are two completely different relationships. You are staying with me is different. You're my cousin is different. That you work, you have people you defer to in the office, and you know you need to know how to draw the line. You don't, because the person is your cousin, then you now start, okay, don't worry, if you get there late, I'll call the admin officer to tell him that you're coming late. Of course, you're already breaking the rules. Somebody else will do it tomorrow. And then you don't even have the justification to say, why did the other person do it? As long as you have brought that staff, whether it's your brother or your sister, and introduced to them that this is your fellow staff and the person has received same orientation, same working condition, you have no right or authority to break it, except you're not taking your business seriously. So for the core principles, I'm going to list one. The first is trust. You must have trust, whether you are talking about business relationship, friendship, as simple as friendship is, personal relationship, trust is the first. Second is respect. I'm listing out the core principles. You can use them for any relationship. Conflict management, because everyone is coming from different background. You quarrel with your brothers, you quarrel with your sister, how much more people in the office? So conflict management is a skill. And you know, Dr. Joy, funny enough, people don't learn conflict management. You know, it's one skill that people don't learn. And you know, it baffles when you tell somebody that you're reading up conflict management, but it's like, for what? But you must have conflicts. It's not a bad prayer. It's not God forbid. You must have conflicts. As long as you're working with somebody else, you must have conflict. So conflict management is one of it, you know, and then you now come to the co-creation, the space you're staying in. You're going to be working with other people to create something. Now, and this is where people miss it. See, everybody is coming with a baggage. Every one of us we are coming. your environment you grew up with, someone who grew up with in Jigawa State is different from someone who grew up in Lagos like I am. It's different from someone who grew up in Enugu. So you're coming from different environments. The only, like I tell my staff, I said, what is joining you together is Crestville Academy that brought you together here. But your experiences are all different. So you're coming with that. Some people are coming with their belief, your set ways, and so on. I read one of this thing you said about when you went to do your PhD and you're looking at some of the things that were new to you because of your beliefs. And that is how life is. When you're in a new environment, the beliefs you could be coming with a set kind of belief that when you're praying, when they are doing management retreats, you close your eyes, others are opening their eyes. Will you get angry and walk out? Are you serious? Are you for real? Are you for real? So your belief is that people close their eyes when they pray. Some people in there say they don't close their eyes, they open their eyes. So people's beliefs different, they're all different, You're also coming with your own things that have happened to you in the journey of life. And this is where I'm going to really talk about. In the journey of life, somebody could have hurt you. You could have had situations of heartbreak and so on, or even something totally different. And then you come into the space, you're coming in with somebody else could be coming in with that baggage. Now, the point is you are already working. Now, let me talk on business, employers, employer to employer, employee to employee. You see people coming with, anger, annoyance of whatever happened to them previously. And then you know that you're coming into a new environment. You are coming in and you're angry. And have you seen such cantankerous staffs? I've met them, and the girl is angry. She's so in fact, you'll be asking, other colleagues will be asking her, what is the problem? She will say nothing. But teamwork, zero. She's not a team player. She doesn't. And then at the end of the day, when you're submitting KPI and you're trying to now evaluate her, the supervisor is writing something, she's angry. So all these are things that you need to factor in relationship. Your business to business relationship, your business to people's relationship, your business to your employer-employee relationship. Because everyone is coming with different ideologies and so on. But if you have come into a space now, how do we co-create that space? And that is where the challenge lies for us most times. You see people running. Let me use the example because I'll be telling some stories. Like us in school, you can't run solo. You can't do a solo job as a teacher. Because you have a supervisor who is going to check your lesson notes. You have supervisor who is going to ask you to deliver before you go to the children. Now, if you are doing a subject teaching, you have other teachers whom you are going to collect bits of their scheme to add to yours so that you can have the rich scheme. So you can't do solo. But you see, again, and like in every office space, people come in with, this kind of this mindset. Some people come in with a mindset of not being a team player, and it stops the work because the valuable time that the HR and so on and management should be using to move the organization forward, you're using it to resolve issues just because some people do not want to pay attention to details or even play teamwork. And it's really sad. It's really sad. And I sympathize with us in Nigeria because I know in the school, like I say, whenever we are going to resume school soon, whenever we start, I say they didn't teach us teamwork in the university. I agree. They didn't teach us some of these things in the office ethics, office whatever. They didn't teach us. But again, the onus lies on you who is looking for work to begin to develop those soft skills. That's what they call them, soft skill. I don't even know why they call them soft skills because those skills are hard. But the onus lies on you to learn them. They are hard. Dr. Joy, they are hard. But the onus is on you to learn them. Did they teach you how to write CV in the university? I don't think so. But you have to go and learn how to write CV. So if you learned how to write CV, you should be able to learn, team spirit, team building spirit, begin to develop it. You should be able to write, you should be able to learn respect, mutual respect. You don't close your eyes when they pray. Somebody else is closing the eyes. Should you start making noise in the start talking about, especially when you're using a workstation, your works, you know, in the whole room, and then you're making noise about it. Okay, you don't eat snail in your village. Your colleague eats snail. How is that? How does that even stop your salary in the first place? You know, how does it stop your salary? You're angry that your colleague is it, and these are little things. I've had a staff that will tell me that the girl, that the student, imagine that the child brings a particular kind of food that is forbidden in their village, and I'm like, excuse you, it's forbidden your village. So should I send the girl out of school? I should tell her mother to stop cooking that meal. And these are things you see, you know. And if you don't deal with them, they begin to cause conflicts in that work, in the workspace and the work environment. So that's for employer, you know, employer relationship. You must learn to have team spirit. See, nothing kills an organization like not having team spirit. You must learn to be a team player. Don't think nobody is giving. I know that you work and your work will still speak for you, but you must learn to. I've seen where people will see a teacher doing the wrong thing, writing lesson notes for week 7. Meanwhile, we're in week 8, and the teacher will not tell the other teacher. It's a bad spirit, because you want them to, oh, she did. But you know that at the end of the day, if you put the organization first, if you love the organization, you put the organization first, your aim is to make sure that the organization grows, not to begin to compete and having little this thing with your colleagues. And let me tell you, God rewards people. He sees your motives. He sees everything. It doesn't matter if you think that you're not even, that as you're sharing information, nobody sees. God is seeing you. When it's time to lift your file, he will lift your file. And I'm spending time on employer because, see, one of the biggest problems that organizations have is the human resources. Is the people. A bad customer service at the gateman is a person. The bad receptionist is a person. The receptionist that chooses to watch a video and is not attending to staff is a human being. You know, so I'm spending time because that is the problem we have. Any business you see, the small business has closed up. Go back and check. A lot of time, 80% of the time, it's not the bank loan they collected. It's the people, it's the staff who did not see it as a priority, or the management who didn't see staff as a priority. Because at the end of the day, it's people that grow your business. Now, I moved to business to business. I moved to, okay, let's move to employer to employee. Now, if you're an employer of labor, you must respect your staff. It's one of the core principles. There must be respect. It doesn't matter that you pay people salary. I don't know those people who come and begin to insult people because they're paying them salary. It's totally wrong. You must respect people. You must also have a conflict management resolution system in your organization. And these things I'm telling you, I learned them the hard way. I've had where 2 staff in my school fought and police had to come in. It was that bad, you know, and I had to learn, you know, the way to have all these things as policies, and not those policies you keep, people don't read them. If you're a business owner here, every policy you write, see, Tara taught us in one of the master class, she said every month, in fact, when she started, it was every week, you will read those policies again, because people can claim amnesia, partial amnesia when it comes to those things. So they come, they read it again. You should not, every work starts as you, because you are programming them to know this is what is in the organization. Then for you, your relationship, are you setting structure? You know, you as a business owner, I learned in the hard way too. Mind you, you know, your personality again matters. Your personality. I'm not a bureaucratic person. I don't like bureaucracy. I like open door policy. I like people. I can just stand at the gate and be talking to gatemen. But I've seen that in Nigeria, it hardly works. You must have some structure. As much as you love people, you know, one of those days they used to say, you know, one of the training we went for, they said in Nigeria, people don't go on first name basis in business. They call you Oga, Madam, and things like that. I told them, yes, so in Nigeria, we must do that, because the people we're employing in Nigeria are not from Harvard, where they have taught them, they know where to draw the line within their boss. So I wouldn't want my staff to call me Irene, and the next thing, they are slapping me on my back when staff, no, but that is what will happen. You know, because you need to understand your terrain, one, you need to understand the level of people you are employing. my business cannot afford to employ people from Harvard, London Business School, and so on. So I'm employing one of the low, after the oil companies have taken the best, banks have taken, and so on. So those ones that are remain, so I now begin to retrain them. So is it in the process, there's so much retraining them to write letter well, to speak well, to write communication book well. Will I now start teaching them again that when you call me Irene, draw the line? No, that's too much trouble. So let's leave it as the madam and the director thing. Now you must have that structure where when we started our school, I never knew anything about structure because I just wanted to I wanted my staff to be close to me. But I was also taking it the wrong way until a few years back, we employed a consultant, in fact, 2 consultants. One was for academics, one for administration. And when she started telling me that as simple as writing memo for meeting is very, very serious. She said, Irene, you don't go about going to announce to teachers, class to class, they'll be meeting by 12 noon. She said, no. She said, have your memo. Write your memo out, give it to the receptionist or put it on the notice board. Every staff is mandated to look at the notice board at the beginning and then at the close of work. Let them go and see it there. That you're already putting a structure in place. And gradually I started that. And I began to, because your personality, where you're coming from, and your personal relationships also affect your business relationship. I'm the first child and I die in my family. And Ada in Igbo land, how they take you. So I'm my own kind of Ada said, they gave me too much power. So I micromanaged everything in the house. So coming into business, I wanted to also micromanage, but I was actually doing that, where you want to be in everybody's business, which is wrong. As an employer, is wrong. Give people, teach them, and then give them some space to do the work, to deliver. Don't be everywhere you want to. So it affected me to the extent that people come to the office and they are going to tell you, are with somebody, hey, madam, please want to collect marker from the board. I was keeping marker in the office, until, this woman came and gave me some of the structures. She said, so what are you paying that person that sits inside library for? Keep the marker with her. Let them have, she made some small stuff. People will write and then take the marker from there. You sign your signature. And these are things that began to help my employer-employee relationship. And you begin to ask yourself, even if your business is small, madam, right now, you are in a one shop where you are doing salon hair, you're making hair, or you are a business person and you're selling clothes and it's just one shop. It's you and your sales girl that sits down. Madam, you can still have some structure. Don't sit down there because it's just one shop, you and your girl. She now becomes your pally. See, anytime your staff becomes your pally, your paddy, your business has started dying. I take it from somebody who has been there. Your business has started dying because she will not know where to draw the line to know that this is a formal business relationship. So whether it is in one shop you're still in right now, by God's grace, your business will grow. But then the growth of that business will be determined by the structure you're doing with even just that one sales girl. Are you sitting down with her? Both of you are eating granola together and you're laughing every time. Customer will come. You will sort customer with her. The customer did not buy. Say, no mind and nonsense people. That's how they come. Tomorrow, you will not be there. She will sort times 3. But even in that one shop, as you're there with your table, you're putting structure. You're telling her what to do. You're not there sitting down and sleeping and eating moi every 2 minutes and then watching home video and even ignoring customers when they come. They are reading your body language. Employer-employee relationship is so important because especially for us women, we have this motherly instinct. So we tend to mother everything, want to mother people and everything. When I first had a driver, my husband used to tell me that this boy will put you in trouble. I just used to, the way we mothers do now, every time I'm talking to him and everything. So one day I was just talking with my friend in the car. He was carrying us somewhere. He said, no, madam, not be so. The other time, oh my God, I was shocked before I could come out of the shock. I said, Solomon, what did you just say? He said, sorry, man. So eventually when he left, we now got another person. Now, John, it's good that you know what is happening in the lives of your staff, but also do it in a strong. Don't do mother, because before I would just, okay, so John, what are you eating now? And when are you going to eat? They go and eat. No. Now my husband told me, said, see, these people who put in, make sure you are having structure with it, especially driver. Drivers don't know that it's business they came to do for you, especially when you are very nice. It's both a personal relationship and business, but it's more of a business relationship. They are just like any other staff. So what I did to this one I have, they gave him his letter of appointment from school, signed and everything. And when he needs to ask for maybe I owe you or something, he writes it to them in school. Not that because he's carrying me, he'll now pass me a letter. Madam, take, I need money for, no. And then I now started with that, oh, this is how these things work. Because if you don't do it that way, tomorrow you'll be in a serious meeting. You will just come and enter and start saying, you know, not recourse to protocol to some extent, because I don't even like protocol. You know, so even when I want to ask him about his family, he will drop me in school. I will do what I'm doing. I will tell them to send for him. He'll come to, I say, okay, John, how is your wife? Now, you told me the other day she's not feeling well. He said, yes. I say, okay, if I have a personal thing to give him, I just take from my purse and give him. And if he's a complete, I say, go and meet Miss Juliet. Miss Juliet has already prepared something for you from the school, for your family. You see that even he would take dressing, because he knows his bounds. And these are things we need to be doing, because you need your business to be sustainable. You need your business to grow. You need your business to be able to run in your absence. So you can't just be everything to all men. Tomorrow you just travel, only small summer, not long summer, short summer. And there was nothing happening. Everybody, and madam is not around, and it's totally wrong. So we need to draw those relationships, have them, put in structures, and let's not let emotions becloud us, you know. And then sometimes some of you women that do this, you are plenty, you know, you're on this fence where some women who have issues with their husbands at home, no outlets to, nowhere to, you know, pour out their emotions and so on. You now take solace in your salesperson. And Oga did this, so Oga did not do that, oh, and you know, it is wrong. See, I tell people that if ever you have issues, see, have friends that you should be able to talk to, and learn to self-regulate yourself. You know, it's emotional intelligence. Know thyself. Know thyself. Don't condescend to the point where you're sitting with your salesperson and you are talking about, you know, the Oga this night, you know, yesterday he didn't talk to me, he didn't eat my food, he didn't. See, you have left business relationship. If it's your cousin and he's at home, it's a different thing, you know. So you need to know. And even in madam house help relationship, see, it's also a business relationship that women don't know. Yes, as much as it's personal, I have a help that is actually in Open University, but people don't know that. People don't know that it's personal because they live with, but it's also a business. Somehow it's transactional because you pay them. But now you sit with them and begin to abuse your neighbor. I don't even know how people do that. I've asked myself severally. You, with all your Nsuka school and wherever you went to school, you sit with your house help, you're abusing your neighbor, this, that, you abuse everybody around, you gossip with your house help. See, there's something that you have that is leaving you. Respect is leaving you. You might think she's laughing with you, but self-respect, and her respect towards you is leaving you. And we need to draw the line, because at the end of the day, you want to have results, whether it's in your family, it's in your business, and so on. And your personal relationship can actually hinder even your business relationship. If you don't have, sometimes you carry the baggage of personal relationship to, like I told you, like an Ada like me, who just was bossing. Sometimes people carry their personal relationship, they bring it into business, but you need to learn how to separate them. You need to learn how to separate them. You need to work on itself. I don't know if people have questions. Let me not just be going, you know. And then this other one I wanted to talk about, why do Nigerian employees, when you're leaving, you're burning bridges? Don't burn bridges, please. Build bridges. Because, you know, a lot of times people leave an organization, they think that is the end of seeing that madam, you know, so you burn bridges. I've had where people, you know, just leave. You see, life is small. Life is too small. It's too small. Don't burn bridges. Don't, because my madam was, I've seen people say, oh, my madam, you know, when I was going this, that. Even you, the employee too, don't burn bridges. You don't know what that employer will do for you tomorrow. A story was told of a school owner in our location that the boy was leaving. He was a good math teacher. Sorry, I have to be using school because that is the business I run, calling. Now, he is a good math teacher and he had to leave. And I heard that they had issues on how much to pay him and everything. And that this boy, as he was leaving, he threw stone at the door of the school, you know, with anger. He threw stone. And then because he had gotten a job somewhere else, so on the final interview there, this thing, we do it in school. Whenever I'm doing final interviews, sometimes I bring one or two of my colleagues who are into education. So that day, they say your final interview, they were to paying double of what this other school was paying him. And he walks into this hall. It was this other madam that was with her friend. The madam, he threw stone at her school and walked away angrily. So he shivered. You know, he was so surprised. He started apologizing. No, the woman was still saying, "No, this is my friend, a colleague that has a school." He conveniently deleted, when they asked him for experiences, he did not write that school that he had worked there. You know, so he removed it from his CV. So it was never there. So he was surprised to see this other one. And that was the end of that job. He didn't get that job. You know, and I use it every time for my staff. I tell them that this world is small. Even for me as one who owns the business, if I treat you wrongly, there are things, I don't know what you're going to be tomorrow. You can become the Minister of Education. You can be something. So you, even if you're not anything, the fact is that respect people, don't burn bridges. And that's the only way we grow. And you know why you don't burn bridges? When you don't see that business as purely transactional. You know, a lot of people just think 30-day make a pay. So it's just transaction for them.
Yeah.
You, the business owner, you seeing it too as just transaction. I just pay you, get my work done. No. You know, at some point, I started visiting the lower cadre staff in my schools. The cleaners that have stayed with us for 4 years. I didn't know their house. I felt bad. So I took everyone Saturday in each month. I'll go and visit one cleaner, know what you are, just to know. I know they live in the this peripheral of the city, but I went to look for them because sometimes you need to put a human face to your leadership as a business owner, you know. So it's not a transactional thing. And he sent a message to the family as well. He sends a message to them to know that this thing is not just transactional. This woman is really investing in us. I sat on the chair, the same chair in their kind of house, just with the cleaner, and the husband and the children were so happy. The next month I went to see this ones that follow the bus attendants, because for leadership, even as a business owner, you need to make sure that you show that you care, that it's not transactional. And then for the people who are working, you also need to show that this is not transactional. Your madam's birthday, you can't remember, and you have been working there for 3 years. You can't remember to even just, like, nobody said you should buy gift, to just text message. Some of you staff that cannot even send text message. This corona period now, you have not even sent message to your employer. We are with you in this. We know that there are times that are difficult for business owner, but the Lord will make a way. Even if you don't know whether the Lord will make a way, just you are sending. The thought alone is that it's not transactional, that you're depositing and it's an investment for tomorrow. And always realize that whatever relationship you make, see, if you leave an organization, you know the only thing they can take from you is your salary. They cannot take your network you have made there. They cannot take the intelligence and every knowledge you have taught you. And it's so important. So I tell staff, if you're looking for work, see, salary should be the third thing. The first thing is what network. Second is what knowledge can I get. The day you leave that, only one thing can be taken. It's only salary. Your network, the people you know, they cannot say go and unknow the people you know. It's not possible. They cannot say, okay, unlearn the things you have learned, unlearn the training we have taken you to know. And so that is why it shouldn't just be seen as transactional. I see it as an investment you're depositing even for your future.
Thank you.
I think I have to stop there.
Join me in giving her a resounding
round.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. This, I told you to get your pen and paper, that this is going to be explosive, because she's a passionate speaker. And you know, one of the things we try to do is to bring on board people who have real life experiences. So we're not just telling you theoretical stuff. We're telling you things that we have learned on our life journey. And so this is huge. There's a question, here, but before we go to that question, if you're just joining in, this is Friday Night Hangout with Joy Onyesoh. I welcome you to this very interactive show where we learn, we create our narratives. We inspire you to be the best version of yourself. And so this month of September, we're talking about relationship. And to move the discussion forward, we have with us Irene Ugbah, and we've been discussing different forms of business relationship. She has given us a lot of key takeaways here. I see, oh yes, we have some saying explosive indeed. Thank you so much, Irene. And you know, a lot of people are saying, yes, don't burn the bridges. And then there's a question for you. And the question is, what if it's the employer that burns the bridge?
That's that's what I was saying. So the employer should never burn the bridge as well. We as employers, and you see again, the business terrain. You might say, okay, I'm being biased, but the business terrain in Nigeria is so difficult. Employers should have a group of inner tribe to unwind, because sometimes some decision. There was a woman in Gwarimpa that came to school one morning and told all the staff to go. She's shutting down the school. I know it was a moment, just a momentary decision of maybe she had taken loan. She was, it was better we started hearing that the loan was so high and things like that. So you must have an inner tribe to learn to onboard into, so that you don't burn out and then take it out on your staff. Because let's be frank, it's not even easy to run business in Nigeria. So there are days that you have actually ordered for something and dollar has gone like this. And then you have to pay differential, and you come to office that day. I've ordered for uniform when I used to see order, and if you see the difference was over 200,000. That one, if you greet me, I'll tell you what is good about this morning, and things like that. But you see, we should learn to have that inner tribe we can onboard into, and and then when you're refreshed, you now, you talk to your staff. Don't burn, nobody on either side, nobody should burn the bridges. You don't know where you'll meet. One of my staff now works in Central Bank of Nigeria. I'm telling you, she works in CBN right now. And anytime she taught in my school, but she ended up getting a job in CBN some 4 years back. And anytime she sees me, she's shouting. She told me at Silver Bed before the lockdown. If you know the way she was screaming my name, Mrs. Irene, do I know she was going to get a job in CBN? So if I'm going to CBN now, I'll just call her and say, I'm coming to CBN. And of course, she'll create a pass for me. So nobody should burn down the bridges. Nobody.
Thank you so much. If you have further questions, you can put it in the chat. Njeka says, I love you, Ma'am Irene. Ozioma says, you never know when you meet that employee tomorrow. And Mary Jimmy says, thank you, Ma'am Irene. Njeka says, thanks, ma'am. You've given so much value today. So while we were waiting for more questions, and then before we turn back to Irene to round up her closing life lessons or key actionable takeaways for us, I have questions I'm going to ask you, and then the winners of these questions would get 1,000 naira each.
Whoa.
Yes. So the first question is this. This one, you should know this one. So the first person that responds just gets the money, yeah? What is the theme for our September Friday night hangout?
Okay.
What is the
fastest finger? Fastest finger.
Fastest finger now.
Yeah.
What is our September Friday night hangout? Who is in? What is the theme for our September Friday night hangout? Let's see the fastest finger. The fastest finger. Yes. Who is the fastest finger? I know network is a little bit slow, so it's affecting responses coming up. So while we're waiting for that, yes. So the first person I see on my screen is Vanessa. So congratulations, Vanessa. You've won yourself data subscription of 1,000 naira. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes. The second question is, what is the name of my current online course? What is the name of my current online course? I just launched a course a few days ago, and I posted it on my personal page, my business page. What is the name of my current online course? Ella says she cannot hear, so I'm going to talk much louder. What is the name of my current? I recently launched a course, an online course. What is the name of that course? I posted it on my personal page and my business page. So I'm waiting. Love you too, Vanessa. No, it's not. If Financial says Power Woman, no, it's not Power Woman, no. I'm waiting. Oh, yes. Congratulations, Njideka. She says 30 days of abundance. Beautiful. Congratulations, Njideka. You won yourself data subscription of 1,000 naira. Congrats. The third question is, what is the name of the compere for my book launch? I had a host yesterday during my book launch. What is her full name? The compere or the host for my virtual book launch yesterday, what is her name? So I remember I asked how many of you attended the virtual book launch. So this is it. Oh. What is the name of what is the name of? Okay, let us see who is. Let's see. Welcome, Divine. Welcome, Obia Julu. We are waiting for the response. Success says Barbara. You didn't get the full name. Precious says Barbara Audrey Josephine. Oh my goodness. Congratulations, Precious. You've won the prize of 1,000 naira. Congratulations, Precious. Congratulations. So the next question is, what is my most frequently used mantra? There's a mantra I have that I always say all the time. I always say it all the time. It's my special mantra. What is that my favorite mantra? If you're following me on Facebook, I always put it out there. What is that mantra? It's a key, there are keywords I say. What is that mantra? What is that my special mantra? Who will get it? What is the mantra? What is my favorite mantra? I always say it when I'm giving speeches, when I'm writing, when anything I do. I'm sleeping, I'm waking up. Yes, Vanessa, but you won a prize, so I'm going to skip you and I'm going to give it to Ozioma Onyemelopu. Congratulations, Ozioma. Too focused to give up. That's my favorite mantra. Congratulations, Ozioma. And so congrats to all our winners. And then one more thing before we turn to our guest, Irene, I'm going to take 20 numbers right now. So 20 numbers for 500 naira data subscription. Let's go. I want you to put your number and then I want you to put FNH. Listen, not thank God it's Friday. I want you to put Friday night hangout, FNH. Your number and then FNH. 20 persons, the first 20 numbers, your number and FNH. I wouldn't wait for that. My team will pick out the number. So your number and then FNH. 20 persons, your number and then FNH. Your number and FNH. Good. And so good. We have the first person here. If I your blessing. Meanwhile, we have rules. If you've won any prize today, please, we don't allow you to have two winnings in an episode. So I can give others an opportunity to win.
Yeah.
So if you won any prize today, we're not going to give you this. So please make sure you haven't won any prize today. So your number and then FNH. So while this is going on, our darling sister and guest Irene, what will now be your parting words to women? Because you've really poured out a whole lot for us today and very hot content. You talked a lot about why structure is important in business, why we need to set boundaries, how mutual respect is important for a healthy work environment, and also why we need to differentiate the private space and then the formal space. And you really talked about the essence of not burning our bridges, either as an employer or as an employee. We need to realize that we need to keep that bridge, and make sure there's a passageway. So anytime you have need and you feel that this person can assist you, you have that moral, the moral resource to move to that person to say, I need your assistance in this. So what would be your final words? Wrapping up right now, what would be your final words?
Okay, my final word is this slogan that we usually say. People ask in Nigeria, what is the need for me? See, that statement is not a statement for relationship building, because that statement has really eaten deep. Every time you want to, when you have, whether it's a business relationship, personal relation, when you are always looking out for just your interest alone, then it's selfish. Every time I call, especially young people, I asking them, say, hey, ma, what is the need for me? What is the need for me? And I'm asking them, okay, since you've been asking what is the need for you, how far have you gone? Relationship first is an investment before transaction.
Yeah.
Now you are doing a program here. You are giving out. People are taking recharge card. People are getting data subscription, and they are getting value from the what your people you're bringing. Now you're investing in them. You must first of all invest in people to think of even transaction. So what is the need for me? It is not the right way for relationship. Any relationship you're cultivating, especially business to business, when you go for networking, I think people, you want to warm up to people just so that you can do a business transaction. It doesn't work that way. You must first of all know that this is an investment. I'm looking out for this person's good. This person is looking out for my good. It's an investment. I point to you, you point to me. It's a mutual thing. Relationship should not be parasitic. What is the need for me? What is the need? And that's why you see people, they are trying to introduce me to this person, introduce me to that person, because you're looking out for just what you will get. But instead, look out for, if I have information now, I share information like there's no, because I just feel anybody can get this information and it will take you to your next level. And because I do that, a lot of people now, I just see that people are calling me, Irene, did you see this? Irene, did you see that? But it was me first of all, sharing with. So do not see relationship as transactional. Always see relationship as an investment to help people. And there are some people you would help that you will never even get anything back in return. And it doesn't matter. Just help people. Just see it from the point of helping people. And as I round up, I ask women that we should invest in reading a lot. We should invest in self-development, especially to build our emotional intelligence. How can you go to work and you hear that a madam slapped her sales girl? I mean, how does that work? But we see it happen. You're slapped because you have not learned emotional intelligence. Why would you slap your staff? Why would you even slap anybody at all? But why would you even slap your staff? And there was a time 20 years ago, somebody high in ministry starts a staff in the ministry. You don't work that way. So you should learn to, when they tell you go and pay for emotional intelligence course, please go. Emotional mastery. Learn to differentiate. Stop being emotional when you are actually talking about it. My husband will tell me, when we just started school, he told me, remove emotion from business. Not that you love the children and all that, but just have it at the back of your mind that some parents will leave this school, not because you are bad. Some people will change their children. So, and don't begin to, because of that, you're there sitting down, oh my God, how did I offend them? No, he said, try as much as possible to offer good service, but even in the best of service, some people will leave you. And you should take it that way. Your staff must leave you. They are not there to stay permanently with you. So, separate emotion, work on your emotion. And all those women that any small thing you lose it, you start shouting and nagging in the office space, in the workplace. Please work on yourself. It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. I think I've said a lot. I'll stop it at that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Care more about what you will give out to impact others. Guinea Kachi says, don't just warm up to people because you want to do a business transaction. Relationships are not parasitic. Women need to invest in personal development and emotional intelligence.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much. And so just before we wrap up, I want to say thank you to everyone who has tuned in and stayed through, always coming on board. This has been an explosive conversation. And like I told you last week, we have a new segment called the Shout Out segment. It's a free segment. So if you want me to do a shout out for you, for your friend, your family, maybe on the anniversary, the birthday, or just anything that they're celebrating, you just want to tell the person, I care, I remember. Just like what we're discussing today, relationship. You need to remember to celebrate certain persons. So if you want us to help you do that on Friday Night Hangout, please send us a message on an email on fnh@joyonyesoh.com. So you want us to do a shout out for you, send us a message on fnh FNH is up in the screen at joyonyesoh.com, and we will do a shout out for you on that. And also, the Power Woman book was launched yesterday, so thank you to everyone who participated. Thank you so much. You made it so interesting. I really appreciate it. It's not something I take for granted. You all came on board. It was interactive. It was fun, and that's just the essence of it all. So if you're here today, now, right now, and you attended the virtual summit yesterday, I just want you to just put in type in book launch, and we're going to give you free data of 500 naira. So if you're right here right now and you attended the book launch yesterday, I just want you to type in book launch and you get 500 naira free for your data subscriptions. So if you attended, just put it in and we will contact you. So right now, no limits until the program is over. So it's going to shut down once this program is over. So if you're here right now, you're going to get beautiful. I have the first person coming in, Vivian Okorie, book launch. Yes. We're going to verify you. So if you were not there, my team is going to verify. My team is going to verify. So just book launch and you get 500 naira. Yes. So while that is going on, it's just my little way of saying thank you for always coming through for me. It's just saying thank you for supporting me. It's part of the relationship we're talking about. To say thank you for the time and everything. You all make me just want to be the best version of myself. So just thank you so much for all you do. And then the Power Woman book is launched yesterday, is out. We have the hard copy. So you can, if you're in Abuja, Lagos, and Enugu, you can pick up you can do a pickup at no cost. But at the same time, we can ship to anywhere. We can mail a copy to you anywhere, or you can buy an e-version. So just go to www.joyonyesoh.com/powerwoman, and then you can make your order. So you make your order online. Yes, you make your order online, and then you indicate if you want to pick up in any of the places I called locations. Is it that you pick up in Lagos, in Abuja, or in Enugu? Otherwise, you can also just indicate that you want your copy mailed, and we can mail it out for you to you at a cost, a very reasonable cost. We usually would use the Nigerian Postal Service, very reliable. You will get your book copy, or you can simply buy the e-version.
They need to pay you for this advert.
Yes.
NIPOS need to pay you for that advert.
Sorry?
I said NIPOS need to pay you for that advert.
I'm telling you, I'm advertising for them. And then I'm so excited to announce that the September episode of our Power Woman Digital Magazine is online. So please grab your copy of different subscription packages. So you could get the single issue, you could get the 3 months, the 6 months, the 1 year issue. So please do, and it comes a lot of bonuses. So for the 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, once you subscribe, you now get into a subscription system, and you get weekly newsletter on personal development and business development. So it's not just the magazine you get a whole lot of other bonuses. So please do go to www.joyonyesoh.com/powerwoman, and then you can make your order for the magazine. And I talked about the 30 Days Abundance Challenge course that I released. I just launched it a few days ago. Listen, right now there's a lot of information coming out into the system. You're attending this course, you're attending that course, you're listening to different programs just like this one. So there's a whole lot of information you're getting. Now, what it does for some people is that it paralyzes them, and they cannot take action because you get too much information to the extent that you get confused. You don't know what the next step is. You don't know how to move forward. I have the right course for you. It is called the 30 Days Abundance Challenge. In this course is an audio course. So even if you don't have access to high-tech internet, you just get into your email, you download it as an MP3, as an audio. You can listen to it while you're driving. You can listen to it. It takes you about 10 to 15 minutes to do this course every day. What it does for you is it gets you into action. So in this course, I talk about different things from yourself, looking inside of yourself. It has 4 modules that you will do in the 30 days, from overcoming fear, your explain your belief system, emotional intelligence, taking action. And then I have for you a concrete 30 days action template where you can actually decide, you design what you want to do in 30 days, measure your progress. It helps you to move along. I also have other tools like the gratitude tools that will help you to keep your positive mindset up, that will help you to take concrete actions every day. So you need to register for this course. You just go to www.joyonyeso.com/30DAC and you can register for the course. It's very simple to do, and in 30 days, do the course and come back. Let's talk in 30 days. For those that have done the course, oh my goodness, there's a lot of testimonials. And if you haven't visited my website, please do. I have a lot of free resources on the website. So you don't say, this woman sells all the time. No, I have something for everyone. You can't afford to buy something, I have free resources for you. So you go to the website, you receive free resources, click on the free resources, and you have a lot of free resources there. You also would get this Friday night hangout. You miss an edition, go to my website, you can get it right there. There's so much for you, even on my blog. So a lot of free resources is just for you to take action. All you need to do is to do what? Take action. Remember when Irene talked, she said you need to invest in your personal development. That is something that is not very common in our climb here. We always want to get everything for free. Listen, there are certain things you can get for free, but there's so much that will take you to. There are certain things you need to pay. You need to invest your hard-earned money to get it. Right here, I invest in myself. Every year, I map out specific funds for my personal development. I don't joke with it. I invest in 3 ways. I invest in my spiritual growth. So I actually pay to go for some spiritual trainings. I pay to go for some personal development trainings. I pay to go for business training. So these 3 levels of training, I don't joke with them every year. And I can see the results. Learning happens till you die. It's in a continuum. So there is no, it's a journey. It's really a journey. So you can't say I've arrived. I also have coaches that coach me. I also have coaches. So it is something that you need to be open to if you want to be the best version of yourself. So make out time. There's a whole lot of resources. Make out time, engage in one. And I'm so excited to also announce that in the month of October, I'm going to be relaunching again my She Speaks Masterclass. So watch out for more information next week. We're going to have, for this 2020, we're going to have the She Speaks Masterclass. We started the She Speaks Masterclass in 2018. And so we're going to have another session of it for October and November in 2020. So watch out for more details. So I would encourage you to key in and have that. So it's been such a lovely time. Such a lovely time. Thank you so much, Irene. You gave us so much content.
For having me.
So much value.
Thank you.
So much value today, and so I say thank you. And to everyone that stay true with us, I love you so much. I honor you. I celebrate you. You're really enough as you are. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. So I want to see you next week on our Friday night hangout. We have some other special power woman coming on, and you wouldn't regret it. If you have any questions, please send it to fnh@joyonyeso.com. And you can also reach Irene. She's an inspirational speaker. She's a published author. She's a coach. So you can reach her on her Facebook page. How can they reach you? Irene.
Irene.
Beautiful.
On Facebook, yes.
Beautiful. Yes. So you can reach her on Facebook on Irene Ugbah on Facebook. Yeah. And this is the face of the lady. If you remember the book Unstoppable, this is the author of Unstoppable.
Yeah.
There's going to be a special offer for books. I collected a number of books from different female authors. There's going to be a special, watch out for that. We're going to have a special edition for offers on female authors, and she's one of the female authors. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much.
Let us dance Friday night hangout song as we go. Yay! All right. worry. All right. Opportunity.
Bye.
Knocking at your door. Hey, it's Friday. Hey, all right. Hey, night hangout. Woo. I'll see you next week. I love you so much. See you next week.